As some of you may know or may not know, we have a junior match guide that we supply to all clubs. The one on the right of screen is the 2024 one that we used last year. Please bear with us. We are updating that at the moment. There isn't too many changes, if not none at all, but we will have a 2025 version out to you in the following weeks. It's just a really quick resource for you guys to refer to on match day or whenever you might need to look at something related to football. Just gives you the outlines of what the rules are for each age group, from all the way from under 9s to under 18 male football, and then all through female football as well. So that's just a really quick resource that you guys can use just to make sure you're following the rules. And if you have anything to check up with, just go through that resource there. It's a really good one. Yeah, and like I said, in the coming weeks, I'll have a 2025 version released and emailed to all the coordinators. So similar to last year, we adopted the AFL's concussion policy. It's a mandatory minimum 21-day return to play protocol. This applies all the way through from the AFL to local level competitions. The earliest that a player can return post a concussion is on the 21st day. But yeah, if you have any questions about concussion, you can either refer to the link below, and that just takes you to the AFL concussion page, or just shoot me or any of our football contacts an email and we'll be able to assist you guys with that one. Team entries and grading. So last week I sent out an email, and so did Lisa, regarding team entries. It's all in the same link this year, same document. So make sure you have a look at that, understand how it works. If you have any questions, think through to me. But pretty much what the form is just asking for is your number of teams that you are entering or wish to enter. We go off your suggestions for our grading of where you believe they are. Obviously, we don't go out to your games. We don't have the capacity to, so we use coordinators, coaches as the best advice we can get. Also goes through coaches' names, and then there's also a little question box there for you guys to fill out if you have any suggestions or comments you want to make about the team. It just helps us with the grading process and where we feel like the team should be to start off grading. If you can just make sure that all entries are done by the 21st of March, it gives us more time to put together the fixture. It's a long process, so the earlier we can get it, the better. Same as most other years for grading, we're doing the same approach. So it'll be the first 4 rounds will be graded. And this year, we've put together a grading committee. This is built out of internal and a lot of external stakeholders that we've approached. And we've kind of put together some guidelines and some stuff to help assist with our grading and make it as streamlined as possible for this year and for the following years. So hopefully grading this year is a bit more smoother for everyone, but we've got some really good internal and external people to help with this process. And I'm really looking forward to what we do this year. Yeah, just communicate as well any significant anomalies with your performance. Sometimes you might lose a few players due to illness, or they might go away for a holiday. If you'd like, you can email that us through, just in case we need to know that information, or if you've had a really bad result or a good result, just let us know if there's any anomalies in that, just so we can grade you guys as best we can. Just email me through your questions. More than happy to explain our process. So I just missed a comment as well. If post-grading, a graded team is being beaten heavily 80 points plus, is there opportunity for review and movement this year? Within the first few weeks post-grading, we do review the fixture and the results as well. Within reason, yes, we do move teams around, but it's not a guarantee. If there is the need to move teams around, we will definitely look into that for sure. Hopefully that answers the question. Up next, we have fixtures and requests. So like I said before, we have 4 weeks of grading, and the first 2 will be released at at the start. That's all based on what you guys enter in that team entries form. So the more information you can give us, the better. But yeah, the first 2 weeks will be sent out at the same time. We will probably make adjustments for that second week, even though we send it out all at the same time. But we want to give you guys the best run into what you guys will have in the next few weeks. So hopefully that makes sense. After that, after the 4 weeks of grading, all of the fixture will be released within that week. It will be a very big week. So please bear with us as we'll try to get the fixture out as early as possible. But there might be things that come up. So we'll try to get the whole fixture post grading out at the same time. Just something for you guys to note as well throughout the grading process and through the season. If you guys have any changes that you do want made to fixture, whether it's a different venue or a different time, different day, can you please communicate with the opposition club or the home club to make sure that you both agree on that, and then come forward to us so then we can make the adjustments in Play HQ team merges. I've had a few emails from a few clubs recently, and I thought I'd just chuck this in. If you have any questions regarding the merges, please feel free to email me. I'm more than happy to explain and help with the process. But pretty much with a merge, obviously you guys communicate with the club that you want to merge with. The main things to know is you guys need to decide who will administer that particular team. So if it's one team or one club will have to manage it, and then the players from the opposite club, we can loan them across for that season. So then they're all within the same Play HQ account. And then the other details just to know is you'll have to figure out where they'll train, what Guernsey they want to wear. You guys can have the opportunity to do whatever you like. You can wear one Guernsey one week and then another the other week. It's up to you, but just let us know who the administrating club is, and that can be indicated in the form for team entries as well. But yeah, more than happy to help with anything merging team-wise. Match day paperwork. So this is split into 2 bits, pretty much non-competitive and competitive. The last few years of non-competitive, you would have been submitting through Google Docs, I believe. We've changed it up this year. It's still a form entry system, but hopefully this streamlines the process for you. You'll all have access through a QR code provided to your coordinator, and the coordinator can send that out to the team managers. But it's the same process as last year. As you can see on the screen, hopefully, you scan the QR code, opens up the form. You can fill in the team details up the top here, and then all you have to do is just upload the photo or take photo. So hopefully that streamlines the process for you guys. No need to name each particular file or anything like that. It's all within the same document. And I've added in a section this year. If there is an incident in the game, the team manager can just tick the box. I will get notified immediately, and then we'll be able to deal with issues and things that pop up a bit quicker. If you have any questions around that, more than happy to help. And under 16 to under 14 to under 16, last year for seniors and the under 18 competitions, we moved to a system called Officials HQ. This is what our umpires use for their appointments. And through this system, we have the ability to attach match reports to those grades. So this year we're doing the same process for under 16 and under 14s. All umpires will have access to this form on their end of their phone. But pretty much what a team manager will need to do now is just post game, put the team sheets, scorecards, interchange sheet into the umpire room, so then they can upload the information. And that's it. It's hopefully a very simple process this year. No doubt there will definitely be some hiccups and some issues that may arise, but for the season last year for seniors and under 18s, it was a really smooth process, and it really eliminates the work that you guys have to do of bringing in paperwork to the office. And with the paperwork you do have, we just recommend you guys hold on to it for the season, just in case anything comes up, or if the system does not fully work, then if you guys have the hard copy as a backup and something to look at, that would be fantastic. But there is no need to bring in paperwork to AFL Barwon anymore. Just going to address a question regarding paperwork. For games where there is no league umpire, how is this documentation logged? Great question. We're looking at two options of we make a QR code system similar to what I showed for the non-competitives, or it might be that the documentation is brought into AFL Barwon, but in the coming weeks that will be shared and emailed out to you guys before the season starts. Last year, we did fill a really high amount of under 14, under 16 games. It was in the 90% range. And then for the CDFNL, thanks for your question, it will be paperwork. So no online system for CDFNL at this stage. Player registrations and transfers. So all players must register themselves via the club's Play HQ registration form. Hopefully you guys have all set that up so far. If not, let me know. I'm more than happy to help. For a troubleshooting measure, make sure the player's email address and surname, date of birth are the same. There are a few cases that we have each year where duplicate accounts get created. If you have any of those issues where a player's account or they've had to create a new account, feel free just to shoot that through to me. We are able to combine those accounts with club help. And transfers, all transfers will lodge through Play HQ. The player may apply for transfers to the destination club by registering using the same profile they used in previous years. And pretty much once the transfer is approved, all parties will get an email confirmation. Player eligibility. So may or may not remember last year, we had a change from how many games in competitive that a player must play to be eligible for finals. So that changed from 10 down to 8, which you can see indicated in that second paragraph. So that's changed. That's the main change for player eligibility. And in up the top there, in multiple teams in the same age group. In AFL Barwon junior football, a player can only play in one particular game per weekend, including Friday nights. A player cannot play in both a non-competitive mixed and a female competition in the same weekend. And that's just for non-competitive, that one there. Further, where a club has 2 or more teams entered into the same age group, a player may only be selected to play in the next lower graded team. E.g., a club with 3 teams entered into an age group, Div 1, Div 3, Div 5. A player who most recently played in Div 1 can only play the next round in Div 3 or Div 5. But if you have any eligibility questions, you can find that in our handbook, or just shoot me through an email, like I've said a few times. Reported players. This is something that for the under 14 and 16s will is a change. So previously it would have been on paperwork. Now we have the online system. This is just rolling down from senior grades of football and under 18s to under 14 and 16 now. Umpires have access to this report through Officials HQ system. And we have a system built in, so where when an umpire submits the report, all parties involved will be notified. So if it's Anglesea, for example, and Barwon Heads, then both Anglesea and Barwon Heads junior coordinator will receive an email just notifying them of the report. And we found that was a really efficient system last year, and we had a really good amount of feedback from all senior and under 18 clubs. So we're just bringing that system down to hopefully improve your guys' experience throughout the football season. That concludes our presentation. I hope that covers enough or what you guys would like to know. And if there's anything else, let me know.